Hey there, Buck Rizvi here, Ultimate Dog. This video is all about how to treat dogs that have separation anxiety with CBD oil. So the first thing that we should talk about is, what is separation anxiety? How is it manifested? Well, dogs, like humans, have emotions, and that includes the feelings of anxiety, of fear, of even panic, and all of these would occur potentially for a dog, especially a dog that is not accustomed to being left alone, or in many cases, as we do here in Boulder, people bring in rescue dogs or they foster dogs, and dogs may have been, they may have experienced abuse, neglect. They're experiencing PTSD or post-traumatic stress disorder as a result of their prior experiences. And those can manifest in anxiety, fear, and panic. So the first thing we should discuss are emotions. And humans have emotions, dogs have emotions. And if you're bringing home a dog, whether it's a pup or a dog maybe you brought in from a rescue, or are fostering, and you may not be aware of the other things that dog has been exposed to in the past, you might not realize it, but they are going to experience potentially anxiety, fear, maybe even panic when left alone. Maybe even, especially when left alone in a unfamiliar crate or closed-in environment. So what are some of the causes of a separation anxiety? Well, as I talked about before, people bringing in rescue dogs or maybe fostering a dog, they're not really familiar with, or may not be familiar with, the fact that the dog might have had some abuse, some neglect, and is experiencing PTSD or post-traumatic stress disorder as a result of anticipation that something bad might happen if the dog is left alone. And during this separation, dogs also may experience things that you don't have any control over. Nature kicks in and thunderstorms occur, or some other undefined stressful event might happen that causes the dog to have separation anxiety. So how does CBD work on anxiety? Well, the first thing is that CBD oil is shown to be anxiolytic, meaning that it's anxiety reducing. Secondly, CBD does not have any tolerance buildup, so you don't have to worry about either taking a break or increasing dosage levels to experience the same benefit. So there are a couple of promising studies when it comes to using CBD to treat anxiety. There's one study that was performed on humans, and humans were given either CBD or a placebo and then asked to speak in public. And as many of us know, speaking in public is probably the equivalent of I'd rather die than speak in public. So we know that can be a very stressful or anxious time for folks. Well, the nice thing was that CBD oil is shown to reduce anxiety levels for those that were dosed with CBD. The second study was performed on rats, and rats were given a mild shock to one of their limbs, and obviously they were in distress as a result of experiencing that shock. For those that were dosed with CBD oil, they did not experience the same level of panic or fear in anticipation of that shock, which is very promising indeed. The other thing you should know is that CBD oil is shown to block what's called reconsolidating memories, or a potential memory that would trigger a fear or a high level of anxiety. So how much CBD oil should you give your dog? Well, the general consensus is 1 to 2 milligrams for every 10 pounds of your dog's body weight for separation anxiety. But you might find that your holistic vet would recommend 2 to 3 times that amount. So you'll want to check with your holistic vet first, and obviously check on the dosage instructions of the product that you're administering. The other thing you should know is that I recommend you use a product that's organic, that's full spectrum hemp, and that is third-party tested to be potent and pure. Final thoughts are, there's no magic cure when it comes to treating your dog for separation anxiety. CBD oil can definitely help, and you'll want to use that in combination with behavioral therapy so that you both feel comfortable when it comes to leaving your dog alone. That's all for now. This is Buck Rizvi with Ultimate Dog. I'll see you on the next video.
Subscribe now to Ultimate Dog for more expert video tips on natural health, training, and nutrition for your ultimate dog.